end of turn 5, Inquisitor Vesper looks up at she looks up at the temple, and she sees that the Necrons have claimed the relic. They've claimed the lantern, the key to one of the great seats. And the Inquisitor is angered by what she sees. She turns to her guardsmen and she orders them to storm the temple. But the Necrons fight back hard, killing off 5 more guardsmen as they try to move in. Talia sits back and kind of smiles, recognizing that at least the Inquisitor won't be able to get her hands on it. But she realizes that she cannot allow the Necrons to have it. It is a great part of Imperial history, and it is important that she claims it, as she sworn and promised to Colonist Amon on Vesper Prime. But she can't let the Inquisitor claim it for herself either, for fear that the Inquisitor may use it for the wrong purpose. But at this time, again, she still can't accuse the Inquisitor, so she has to kind of follow along with the program. The Necrons take more casualties as Talia's unit fires in on the warriors, killing 5 more warriors. This time they didn't fix themselves, but the warrior units moved in and rapid fired in on the sisters. And this time the sisters' divine purity saves them, and they make all of their saves. The heavy destroyers in the back both fire in on the Retributor squad, killing 1 battle sister. But the sisters' fury allows them to stand their ground and move forward. Turn number 6 coming up. The Warp Rift seems to be attracted to the Necrons. Now, guys, I am doing this thing randomly. Random with the scatter die and 3d6, and it seems to be following the Necrons around. But it just flickers in. This particular time, the Warp Rift flickers into reality and starts to open, touching 2 Necrons, damaging their systems, but the Necrons fix themselves and stand up as the Warp Rift phases back out of reality. So far, the sacrifice has proven to not be strong enough to open the rift here on Hoth. So we're going to see what's going to happen. This is turn number 6. Maybe the rift will open this turn. Who knows? Everyone, this is an absolutely epic battle. This is the beginning of turn 6. And I don't normally do this, so I'm going to have to actually do 2 turn 6 videos. This one I'm going to try to make very quickly because I want to show you guys. So I'm going to try to keep this quick. All of the sisters at the beginning of their turn 6 started moving up to take the lantern away from the Necrons, because the Necrons have it. And as you can see, the Inquisitor has moved herself up to the front to take the lantern. The rest of now this is turn 6 Inquisitorial turn, not Necron's turn. And the Inquisitorial Guardsmen have moved over to try to block the destroyers out. We have combat going on over here. Okay, now check out what has happened. I needed you guys to see this before completing the recording for the rest of turn 6. This is where the Warp Rift was at the end of turn 5. Look what I rolled. It moved in a straight line 14 inches. Guys, guess where the 14 inches lands? Check it out. The 14 inches, you will not believe it, from its current position, the 14 inches puts it right on top of both units. The Warp Rift literally moved right here. Guess what I rolled? Yep, a 1. The Chaos forces, Hrathgar's forces, interplay in turn 6 right in the thick of things. And everything that is touched by this template as the warp opened gets sucked into the warp unless they have an invulnerable save, which the sisters do for the faith points that they use to get the 3-up invulnerable save. Wow, guys, absolutely epic. I'll be back at the end of turn 6 to end the game. We're gonna find out who takes the lantern. Stand by. Canoness Talia looks across the battlefield as she sees the warp tear through reality and Hrathgar's hordes butchering all around them. She watched her sisters fall. One by one, more and more of Hrathgar's hordes pour through the warp. The Inquisitor Lord Verpa reaches up to take the lantern for herself. But just as she approaches the lantern and grabs it, the Cauldron Lord, the exalted High Lord of the World Eaters Legion, Hrathgar Furar, the Conqueror, steps out of the warp and pushes Inquisitor Vesper back. As the Chaos Lord reaches to take the lantern for himself, the Inquisitor strikes him with her force weapon, but with a forceful block, Hrathgar parries her force weapon aside, and with his axe of blind fury, in a single swing, he dispatches the Inquisitor Lord. Talia watches as Inquisitor Lord Vespa's body lie broken on the altar at the top of the shrine as Hrathgar takes the lantern for himself. More and more of Hrathgar's World Eater hordes pour out of the warp, butchering all before them, leaving nothing alive. It was at that moment that Canoness Talia realized the Inquisitorial Guardsman had turned traitor. At the moment that the Inquisitor Lord touched the lantern, the dark energies of the lantern corrupted all of the Inquisitor Guard next to her, their eyes burning red with the fury of corn, and the corruption spreading all around them. Canoness Talia took the remaining sisters that she had before her and made the emergency call to the chapter master Gabriel Seth. Seth arrived just in time to save the remaining sisters. And it was the end for the Inquisitor Lord Vespa. Chapter Master Gabriel Seth's entourage arrives just in time via the Fury of Hate, the Storm Raven, to extract Talia after she makes a desperate call for his help. And he turns to Talia and screams at her, "What have you done?" As they look on as Hrathgar stands on top, his hordes pillaging and destroying everything all around. Talia looks on as her sisters are butchered by the hordes, more and more hordes pouring through the warp portal. This came as a huge surprise. No one expected to see this coming. Gabriel Seth agrees as Talia turns to him with saddened eyes. They escape on the Storm Raven. Look out for the remainder of the story. Coming soon. It's getting good, guys. It's getting good. And I got a lot more surprises coming you guys' way. I hope you guys are enjoying the campaign, the story. This thing is getting ready to get really interesting. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.